toe surgeries kept him out most of the year. Tonight, just his 7th game of the season, and he's looking to score here, and he does.
Love his game. Always under control.
Or play as they did when they won at Indiana and Brooklyn early in the week.
Yes, on the road.
Pippen,
you're home.
Pippen with both baskets. Had a great collegiate career, 2 20-plus point seasons at Vanderbilt out of the 3 he played. Here's a heave from long distance and rattled in there for Brandon Williams for the young man from Encino, California.
That's a good pass. Put himself in position. Nice finish by Jackson.
Javon Small passed over the top. Max Christie got back, broke up the play, but Memphis still flooding numbers forward. Wells leaves it.
With your great friend.
Yes. Oh, man. You know me too well.
Honestly, I knew that. I'm not kidding.
You can read me like a book. There you go.
And good for the small. Give it up for the small.
Here's Spencer.
That dude's a baller.
He's a shooter.
Basketball is unkind to ankles.
That is very true. Here is Spencer, and another one in for Cam Spencer. 3 for 18 on threes, 29% overall for the floor in the last 6.
Making that a distant memory.
He's tricking everyone with those ankle braces. Look at AJ.
And a drive, and AJ finishes again.
Aggressive. On a lot of occasions, so.
Lisa Cisse's in. Tyus Jones, shot from distance, around and down. Anytime Tyus is knocking down threes, that's a good thing. He's a much better three-point shooter than what he showed earlier this year in Orlando and trying to dig himself out of that hole. He's a one and done at South Carolina.
Harp, you ever go to that GT's Jazz Club on Northwest Highway back in the day?
I'll try it though. Where is it again?
I think they're gone now. But back in like the 90s.
Revisit.
Which sounds like an interesting story in and of itself.
You know you and Sam Perkins went to GT's one night.
More than one night.
Those long arms give him some opportunities for some unique release points when he's driving the ball.
Speaking of driving, that's what G.G. Jackson does. A wraparound pass, and it's Omax with the basket inside for Memphis. There's 8 points for him last night, and those are his first points tonight. Christie 1 of 6 from the floor. Here is Cam Spencer, and he steps back to the line and hits from deep. Cam Spencer has 10.
I'll try to add him to my church league team.
Blocked by Omax against Beatwell. Put back, Dwight Powell, and draws the foul. Powell going up. Clayton got a hand on the ball. Wells with it in transition. Backpedaling is A.J. Johnson. The defense catches up, but Jalen Wells, even as he decelerated, able to score.
He can coach if he wants to. There's no question about that.
Yeah, no doubt.
I like that second place on that list was Trey Jones.
His brother in Chicago, yes.
And so he could say, hey, man, I'm 3.5 more than you are.
Nice pass.
Oh, there's a nice assist. A.J. Johnson.
Trying to close this second quarter out strong to stay connected in this game.
11-2 run, but this could stop it. It does. Cam Spencer can be a very effective defensive weapon for the Grizzlies as the future moves on. Here's a drive inside for Najee Marshall, but his three-pointers off target. Walter Clayton to an arriving Taylor Hendricks, and the former Utah teammates now Grizzlies. Clayton against Jones. Clayton will pull up, edge of the lane, mid-range jumper splashes in.
Can really shoot it.
Averaged 18 points per game at Florida last year. Got a birthday coming up next week. He'll turn 23. And a zigzag dribble to the paint leads to a scoop to the hoop for Max Christie. Mavs have not led in tonight's game. Memphis' biggest lead, 17 points. Taylor Hendricks put back, has him up 16 right now. Hard because the horn was just blaring.
I would get up and leave.
Somebody thought it was a DJ malfunction.
There's a three made by Taylor Hendricks coming out of the timeout.
This team has become...
Stop the game right now. So Mavs can regroup.
Wonder whose plan that was.
Here's Gafford bulldozing his way to the basket for the reverse layup.
That's good.
You know, folks around here interested in how things have been going for Omax. We'll hit some notes on him when we have a chance. But right now, it's Daniel Gafford with an opportunity for a three-point play. Mavericks have not led tonight. And if they can just string some stops together and make a run, then yeah. And they've seen the lead growing and growing for Memphis. It's up to 25 now after the free throw. Middleton into paint. Marshall's got it right now against G.G. Jackson. Going to have a goal on the drive, and there's his second hoop of the game. But the iron untied. In the paint, G.G. Jackson. We talked about earlier the numbers on the ascendancy as of late. Gafford going after that lost ball. It's Jackson, though. Memphis a step quicker to the loose balls more often than not tonight. Dribble up three, Jalen Wells. Yeah. Unless something drastically changes, we don't anticipate seeing him on Sunday.
Yeah, a lot of things has happened as B. Will gets to the rim.
It's their title until someone takes it from them.
That's exactly right.
The crown is on their head until someone can remove it.
And I also still feel like Shea is the most valuable player in this league at this juncture of the season.
I wouldn't argue against that.
San Antonio obviously is going to put up a lot of resistance.
Oh, absolutely.
If, in fact, San Antonio, Oklahoma City end up playing in the playoffs as Williams connects on that three ball. Boston's had a heck of a year without him. How good could the Celtics be? How good could the Celtics be come playoff time? There's a shot for Pippen that's good. With 14 off the bench for the Grizzlies. A.J. Johnson turns down the outside shot, driving and a fancy finish. Remember that play last night where they lost him. And, of course, the long-term injuries for Kyrie Irving and Derek Lively and Klay Thompson. It would almost be easier and simpler to tell you who's available than who's unavailable in this game.
Needing Cooper Flag.
Whoop! There's Christie knocking down a three-pointer.
Back to back.
Yeah, man, they look good, too.
And I always thought that was a little strange. It's like, if the defense ties up the offense, then why are you rewarding the offense with a couple of more seconds? There's a score by Max Christie. We shall see how that situation plays out over the next 48 hours.
Man, San Antonio needs experience and shooting. Those, for me, are their...
An escape hatch went out to Jones. Contested three off the rim. And Meshack with a long pass up ahead. And it's G.G. Jackson breaking free for the slam dunk.
Bookending it with Memphis L's.
G.G. Jackson on the reverse layup. Over 500 on the second night of back-to-backs this year.
Now, it's trending that they may lose this game. But if they do, okay, there's an and one. But if they do, they'll still be 500 in the second night of back-to-back games.
The remaining opponents, Dallas has the third hardest schedule if you base it on opponent winning percentage. Here's Gafford bulldozing his way to the basket. And he does finish with authority in the way that he can do.
This can happen.
Got to keep the 100-point streak.
Got to keep it going, man. Small victories.
Pippen. Pass intended for Christie, broken up by Pippen.
Turnovers kill you.
Jackson up ahead. Omax. Wow. Hammers it home. Certainly has improved on his outside shooting. To your point earlier, trying to get it down consistently, but way better three-point shooting percentage this year for Omax in his 2 years with Dallas. Pull-up three, Cam Spencer. Their three-point shooting is 41%. They've scored a lot off the Dallas turnovers. I mean, the Mavericks that's now 20 turnovers in the game, and Memphis has 30 least. In terms of notoriety, Ja Morant has been out with an
Lusa in the open court.
Less than ideal.
Tough sledding.
What is out in front of the Mavericks.
Okay.
Dwight Powell from the corner with the three, his first of the year. He's got 12 tonight and 4 assists. Hendricks stopped on the drive. Low clock here for the Grizzlies, and the runners up and in for Javon Small. I mean, you're thinking about the big picture. I know it's not necessarily a storyline in tonight's game as it relates to result. There's a steal, and Miles Kelly scores.
Big play in the backcourt.
And Kelly has equaled his season high with 9 points tonight. He had 9 in the game in mid-January against Utah. Spencer, from the minute he stepped on the floor, has been cooking tonight, and that's 25 in the game for him.
And a lot of his points came when the game was in the balance as well.
Against the Mavs, he had a very good game late last season against Dallas, and in 3 games this year, his updated shooting number is 59% in 3 games against the Mavs this season. And the last official action of tonight's game, it was Memphis from